Hey folks, how you doing? So as promised, I actually was looking forward to this video a lot because I have big expectation about this blade. This, I don't even know how to call it, you know, cookery ball, reverse ball or whatever, you know, doesn't really matter on the name. Name is not important. It's a custom knife made by me, S30V stainless steel, CPM S30V. So pretty good stainless steel. I was very happy with S35VN. This is the first one I tried in S30V. Actually, was one billet that I had from my friend Eugene. Should be hardened to 6 HRC, and we're gonna put it through pieces. You know, made a little mess. Before I start, actually, I got the new package today. Just wanna show you real quick. Got the new EDC knife for my EDC carry, my Rajak too. So really look forward to test this one out. Probably leave this one for outside. I do love testing the blades outside. But actually, to be honest, you know what? Here I have a lot of woods that are actually much harder than outdoors. I have all the kind of ropes, papers and everything that I can provide, you know, to see it on the test, that stuff that you can actually compare, you know. If you're outdoors, you're just chopping wood and stuff like that, you know, it's not consistent. Actually, on the indoors, it does have advantages too. So, you know, as much as I do like love outdoor testing, I think it's a little more consistent and a little more objective indoors, in the, you know, controlled environment, let's say. And it's just not as much fun and there's a lot of cleaning to do after that, a lot. So let's just get on with it. The knife is, as you saw it yesterday, razor sharp. I didn't fix it up still. There was that little tiniest nick which I cannot really even detect. I just saw it on the, as it was slicing through the paper, you know, this phone book paper. You see how easy it sliced through it. Very sharp. It's definitely shaving and, you know, all that. Without the slightest pressure it shaves. So let's see how quickly we can get it. Let's start with the basics. Cardboard. You know, I have some nice thick cardboard here. And if you look, you can see that it's slicing really without any effort. It is nice lean grind for the thickness, how thick it is a very lean convex grind, which I will show you soon on how it cuts in the wood. I already know that the cardboard, even with 154 cm, which should be a step behind S30V, even 154 cm, you can cut cardboard all day long with it and it will not go dull, really. Email. Let's see, there was one piece, nice amount of cuts. There's a little residue from the tape, but still razor sharp. I'll cut this up just to get it over with. The double cardboard here, the one that's glued together, still goes nice and easy. Let's double it here. Very little resistance, which is nice. I like to see that. As Kylie pointed out, you know, it depends a lot on the grind, how thick it is, how lean it is. I definitely learn and improve my grind as I do more and more blades, especially at one point when I learn one trick, how to do the proper convex. I'll probably do a video on it soon, just so you guys see. A lot of you guys ask about it. I do have a video showing it, but should do a new one with the new grinder. Still cuts nice. So that's a nice pile of cardboard. I'm pretty sure this is still razor sharp. Yep. That's actually a tape, that's not the sharpness. I have the tape residue. I'm gonna clean it up on the end. I can still feel that it is very sharp. Let me show you. Paracord, it will pop like nothing without any effort. Super clean, you know, push cuts. Now leather, didn't actually try this. It's gonna be weird because it has such a big belly, so you'll have to slice through it in the motion, but it goes nice. Doesn't really have enough straight flat piece to do it on one push cut, so I have to, you know, rock it. I can do this though. I can double it up and that way go through it. See, nice and easy. Let me see, cutting like this. Very little effort, that's nice. You can actually see that how relaxed the hand is as it glides through it. Very easy. That is always good. Now two by three. Let's see how deep it goes, just like that. And let me show you reverse chest lever grip. That's pretty deep. You know, if I keep rocking it, that goes pretty deep. You see how deep that is? That is very deep. I don't know how to angle it to the camera. There you go. Let's try some chopping into this softwood. Do I have anything longer? I think I do. Oh yeah, I have this one actually. I'm gonna chop this one into pieces. This long piece that has been bothering me here for a while. This is actually harder wood than 2x3. I don't know what kind of wood it is. It's like a 3 inch, 2.5 inch wide, about 3/4 of an inch thick. You see, this is like almost like a laminated wood. So this isn't a soft wood, but let's see how this guy will do. It keeps breaking, too much power. So that went pretty well. Let me see again. Let me grab a phone book paper again. Still nice and sharp. Let me check for chipping. Nothing visible. Yeah, absolutely nothing. So far so good. I honestly don't know what to expect from S30V, you know, again on the kind of bigger knives. I don't know, I don't follow a lot of people, a lot of custom knife makers, but I don't really see big outdoor knives in S30V, so don't really know. If anything, you see like a medium size, you know, like 4 or 5 inch blades, but never really see the big ones. Another thing I have here is actually on the wiring job today. They were putting down the new floor. And I have piece of really hard floor, hardwood floor. So let's try that. Let's try some whittling. See, those are fairly nice cuts. You see it? The knife pushes it out of the way. Fairly nice. That's fairly nice. Those are nice thick cuts. And one more thing I want to actually try. is a draw cut on this. Am I in the frame? Let me raise it up a little bit. This is again pretty nice because, check it out, those are nice long cuts. It's actually very nice because, again, I can grab the knife nice and secure, and the actual cutting edge is away from my palm, so I have nice and comfortable grip, and I can, you know, draw it really with really a lot of power right on this nice curve on the bottom. So that gives you good control of controlling the cut, and I really like it. Works really well. Same like with that Spartan, no? Same thing. And actually, what I did when I ground this, you know, on the big choppers, I do a little, like, small convex bevel on it, because the way, you know, the angles come like to, like, you know, sometimes less than 10 degrees. You need it a little thicker on the edge. The very end of the edge, you round it a little more, so you get that angle that makes that cutting edge stronger. Because when you leave the true zero grind like that, going straight all the way to the zero, to the end, it's weak, it's too weak, you know, that metal is super thin. So you just round it off a little more. And what I did is, this is the belly, the end belly, where you chop with, is rounded off more than this. So this is good for whittling. It's sharper, it's leaner edge than the here. Just the very edge itself. The grind itself is the same, you know, because you grind that, the geometry of the edge of the blade in the same way, but the angles of the actual edge are tiniest bit different. Again, learn from other knife makers like Kylie. Let's do chopping on this really hard floor, hardwood floor. Let's see how it holds, if it's not gonna break, chip or anything. I'm curious. Let's give it a little power into it. Put it down again, so you see the actual chopping. See that? Nice. And I'm actually holding, I have the linear set for chopping all the way on the end. Let me try how much power I have in just the regular grip. Just, you know, like wrist flicks, how well it chops that way. Nice. No visible chips again. Yeah, I don't. Tiny micro rolls actually. I see the micro rolls. I think we're gonna be able to see it actually on the paper, slicing on the paper. But like I said, this is a very hard floor, hardwood. You know, it's you would be hard pressed to find something like that in nature. Interesting enough, I can barely feel them. I don't really feel them. I don't feel those nicks. And I'll show them to you. It's micro rolls on the edge. I don't really feel it. Maybe I'll feel it on the thicker printing paper. Yeah, you saw that? Right there. It goes clean, easy, and that little nick, that's it. Let me show them to you. If I can get that camera focus. I don't know even if we will be able to pick it up on the camera. It's right in this area where my thumb is. Thumbnail. Right in that area. I don't see it in viewfinder. Maybe on the high res you're gonna be able to see it. There are microscopic little rolls that actually all it takes to fix it is strap it back and forth a couple times and it's gone, but it held really nice on the, you know, such a hard wood. And last test, like I always do, where is the cable? Cat 6 network cable, just chop it up real quick to see if the copper will do anything to it. I see little niblets actually on the edge, I think. It might be too much for it. Yep, definitely put it through its pieces. Again, small rolls, but these are definitely visible. But let's see, I'm curious how much do they affect the edge. You saw that? Not by much. You can hear the sound right there. But you see how fun it is that you can clearly slice that paper. Nice. Most people probably wouldn't even notice that if I didn't say that, but once I show it to you, you're gonna be amazed. And this paper, it rips when it comes to those niblets. It actually rips it. But check this out, guys. But again, this is nothing that couple straps on my leather strap wouldn't fix. You see them there? Right there. Microscopic rolls from hitting on that cable on the wood. That should be it. One more thing I'm gonna try. I doubt that I'm gonna do this freehand with just holding the manila rope. Really doubt it, but you know, why not? 3/4 of an inch manila rope, freehand. I'm holding it with one hand, just gonna try to swipe with the other hand. I seriously doubt that I can manage this. I really have no slicing skills. Oh, that was fairly nice. Very happy to see that. Nice, not bad. For a knife that was put through such a pieces with micro rolls on the edge, not a bad performance, if you ask me. I cannot wait to clean this. I really cannot wait. I hate cleaning. So I think that worked out pretty well. I'm actually surprised because even on my 154 cm before, I didn't have edge rolls like this on the copper cable, on the same exact cable. I did not have these rolls, but I don't know, I guess I don't know what to make out of it. Definitely not a fail, you know. It's an abuse of a knife. The wood didn't do it really, the copper did. But yeah, if I recall right, I did not have this on 154 cm. Is it weaker or no? I don't know, who knows. But if you ask me, I think it performed well. Was very comfortable to use. That grip could have been bigger. Actually, it's great for my hand. Maybe the bigger hands would like the handle a bit wider in both directions. Me, I'm comfortable, you know, I'm just touching with my fingers inside of my palm, so that's good and secure grip for me, at least the way I like it. And I'm happy. I like doing these tests. I wish everybody was doing that, you know. I see some people, some knife makers, but I wish everybody was doing tests like this. Just good old realistic test of stuff that you actually do or are, you know, likely to do with the knife. Not the stabbing through the car roof and stuff like that. So, hope you enjoyed it, guys. Let me know what you think, if you think it failed or if it performed well. I'm happy with it. I'm definitely happy with how it does, and very happy how it cuts. Nice and deep. I see some knife makers that you cannot do this with their knives. Even some convex grinds, you cannot cut like that into the, you know, 2x3 like this. All they do is like whittle it on top, you know. Any knife can do that, whittle on top, but go into the wood like that. It's the difference what Kylie showed in the video of about the different geometries, you know. It will cut on the surface as long as it's sharp, but only really good geometry will be tough enough to withstand the pressure, but lean enough to go deep in. And that's what I want to learn more and more. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for it took so long, but it's, you know, it's good to see the knife perform. So I'm gonna clean this puppy up now, and we'll see what we're gonna do with it. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.